So Gabe and I are coming at you live today from Craft and Commerce, which is Convertkit's live event that they do every year. It's a great live event, one of my favorites for online creators. And something that they typically do, as many brands do, is they do new feature announcements. So we wanted to come to you live today from the event and share with you some of these new features that they have announced this morning.
Yeah, and they're pretty exciting. When I heard that they were going to talk about the next 10 years of ConvertKit, I'm like, what else can they really roll out? I was actually blown away by what they talked about. Mainly even the free subscribers role, or I can't really talk.
Again, you're getting into
I'm getting into too much. Let's
so so there are three main things we want to talk about in this video, and Gabe's trying to give them all away before we even get into it. So the first one is that they have expanded on their free plan. So ConvertKit, like most other email marketing softwares, has a free plan. Like most other marketing softwares, it has been up to 1,000 subscribers and with some limitations. But what they announced this morning is that their free plan now includes one free automation and one free automated email sequence. And you can be included in their creator network where people recommend, different creators recommend each other, like cross-recommend, so that your email list can grow passively, just if you're enrolled in this program, just from other people's recommendations. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's a great way to grow your list. Most people see like a 10 to 30% list growth rate increase just from that one feature. But the thing that blew me away the most, like those were all like, oh yeah, that's really nice, that they are increasing the number of subscribers you can have on their free plan from 1,000 up to 10,000. Which is crazy, mostly because that's so many more than any other email marketing software lets you have.
Absolutely. I mean, I know you've recommended some other free softwares because they give all the features up to 1,000, but now ConvertKit has kind of done a 180 in blowing it out of the water with this 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and what I think is so cool about that isn't just like, oh, so many more. It's that at the 10,000 subscriber mark, everybody who has an email list and has 10,000 subscribers will be making good money with their list if they've got any sort of reasonable monetization strategy for their list, for their business at all. And so it just makes it so much easier to get started with your list. And you know that you will be able to keep using it for free until you are making good money.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about your 100K funnel and how it has that automation and the sequencing in there. And now creators can do that with the free plan.
Yeah. So that's one reason why I used to recommend some other marketing softwares for people when they were first starting out, was because I wanted them to be able to start making money as soon as possible. And to do that, you really need some automations. You need to be able to automatically send out some emails to people when they first sign up for your list, a welcome sequence. And like Gabe was talking about, you can transition from that welcome sequence into a sales sequence, an evergreen newsletter. And it can really be an entire funnel all in one email sequence, the most simple, most minimalist, most beautiful sort of sequence you can build. But ConvertKit didn't let you create automations in their free plan. And I know also a lot of other marketing softwares, they might let you create a sequence or an automation, but they limit it to only like 5 emails or even just 1 email. But there's no limit on ConvertKits. So that means you can build an entire profitable sales funnel with ConvertKit's free plan, which is amazing. But let's move on because there is more. So the second thing that we want to share with you that really surprised me was that ConvertKit has decided they want to expand their features. And Nathan Barry talked about how they thought about becoming like an all-in-one software, but that there were a number of reasons they didn't want to do that. They basically, in short, they didn't want to do everything not very well. They wanted to be really good at the thing they were good at. So they decided to instead partner with different companies. And at first I'm thinking, don't you already do that? There are already these different softwares that ConvertKit integrates with. How is this any different? And then he explained that it actually is very different. They are building these apps for ConvertKit. What blew my mind is that in-email functionality, and I don't even know how they did this, I don't know enough about coding, but I know that in-email functionality has been really limited. What I mean by that is normally you can't even click the play button on a video in an email and watch it in the email. It might look like a video, but you click on it and it takes you over to YouTube or something like that. But recently, I've noticed that somehow ConvertKit has broken through that barrier, and now we can embed videos in our emails and somehow click the play button. Don't know how that's working, but what they revealed to us today is that now with these these new apps, you can actually put a scheduler, like your calendar, in an email with buttons for people to select times and book specific times on your calendar that get live updated, meaning like if someone else books a time on your calendar, it will now disappear from all the other people's emails.
I'm really glad that someone is very smart to do that coding.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. I don't know how they're doing this magic, but it doesn't stop there because there are several other different softwares that they are integrating with in this way, like Mighty Networks. Do you want to talk about how they're doing that one?
Yeah, that one was really exciting to me because a lot of creators want communities. And that's what a lot of people want. They want a place to connect. And the app itself is going to integrate with the emails. So you can, if you have a Mighty Network community, add your events and add anything that's inside the community just integrated into the email itself. And I thought that was a really great feature.
Yeah, I think so too. So basically they were showing that you could add like an event from your Mighty Network community into the email with a button to RSVP. Or you could add like a post from your Mighty Network community into your email. And again, these things they actually have functionality inside of the email, which is really cool.
Like there's a section that says Mighty Networks, and then you can, toggle and add what you want into there.
Yeah, natively inside of Convertkit. It also is going to solve a problem for us, I think, because people have been asking me for years what platform to build a membership on. And it's always been a very tricky question for me to answer because I have a membership that I love it has a lot of great functionality, but it was custom coded for me. And so that's why it's built so well. And all of the other options that were out there, they really were more suited to be a course platform or to just be a community, but not really be a membership. But Mighty Networks, they've been expanding a lot as well. And so now they have a really robust platform where you can put content in, you can have a community with conversations in it, and you can direct message people. And it really has become a quite all-in-one membership platform. And so now to have it fully integrated with ConvertKit this way, I'm definitely going to be recommending that to our customers.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I love that it's social media-esque, but it's off social media.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so now we're going to get into the last big announcement that ConvertKit made. I'll just go out there and say it. They're changing their name and completely rebranding. So they've decided that they want to not just be like a sales tool, but they want to be the complete kit for creators to be able to use to grow their online businesses. And so they are rebranding to change their name to just Kit, with that understanding of like that definition of the word kit being, like a toolbox for a job.
And one of the interesting facts that they shared is that 29% of high schoolers want to be creators. That's what they want to call themselves.
Yeah,
as a career.
It's the top career pick of high schoolers, of 29% of high schoolers.
Yeah. And
that really surprised me. I low-key don't believe that number, but I guess maybe they all want to be TikTokers or something.
I would say influencers, right? Yeah, that's maybe what I would consider.
But influencer is not a popular term anymore, like it's not cool to be calling yourself an influencer. So maybe that's why they're calling themselves creators.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm definitely not a TikTok creator. I don't think I can do that. The whole dancing thing, But I thought that was really neat. And that's something that Kit is trying to focus on. How do we help them be able to do that in a all-in-one way, but not in an all-in-one platform?
That they're giving you that toolbox rather than like a multi-purpose tool that does everything. And I think that's really smart. And I also think it works, maybe this is my personal bias, but I've always been the sort of person who likes to kind of patchwork things together because I want the best of everything. So for example, I homeschool my kids and I've never been the person who like bought one curriculum out of a box. I always was like, I want the best math curriculum and the best science curriculum and the best grammar curriculum. I know this is getting way too nerdy, but that's my personality. And that's how I built my business as well. I never signed up for any all-in-one software because I wanted the best email marketing software and the best website builder and all those different things. And so now ConvertKit is giving me exactly what I want. Or should I say Kit, right?
Yes, now Kit. It's going to take a little bit for that transition.
The other thing we can tell you about this rebrand is just that they haven't done it yet. They have like publicly announced that they are changing their name, but they are going to be completing the process over the next several months. Rebranding in public is what they're calling it, with the plan to have the rebrand complete by September of 2024. So you can keep your eye on what ConvertKit does over these next few months. Keep your eye out for my face. They interviewed me for a rebrand documentary that they are doing. So I don't know how that's going to be released or exactly when, but probably later this summer.
Do you want to talk about where we are? Because I don't know if we mentioned that.
Oh, yeah. So we are actually in the new Kit Studios. That's what they're calling it. They have set up this really cool kind of like co-working space, but no, there's like a little kind of conference room, co-working area. And then five different recording studios that are fully kitted out with cameras, like high-end cameras, and nicely decorated, and microphones, and just literally everything you need to sit down and push the record button, which is incredible. Like, as someone who's been creating videos for well over 7 years, the amount of time that I normally spend setting up and tearing down, to be able to walk in here and literally push a record button and sit down is just like mind-boggling. And I think I need this in my life. Unfortunately, I live in a different state, so I'm not going to be able to use this on the daily, but I think I might be making the trek over here more often because this is just so convenient.
Yeah, and it's a free feature.
It's a free feature for all Kit users, at least for now. So if you want to come record your course here at the Kit Studio, it's in Boise, Idaho, by the way. That's where Kit is based out of. If you are a Kit customer, a Convertkit customer, you can come here and record for free to re-record your course, or record a new course, or record an interview for your podcast or your YouTube channel, or just record a YouTube video. And of course, if you did make the trip here, then you could sit down and record a whole bunch of content all at once. I could easily see someone coming here, spending a day here to record their YouTube videos for the next 3, 6, 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's an amazing perk that ConvertKit is offering, at least for now. And I don't know where it'll go in the future. I feel like at some point they're going to have to charge for this somehow. But I mean, maybe just, they're paying ConvertKit customers are enough to, like, they're a very profitable company. So it might be able to stay free forever. I'm just not getting my hopes up because this is like a little too good to be true.
It's like a dream.
Yeah. So those are all the ConvertKit, or shall we say Kit, features that we wanted to share with you, just hot off the press, as we just learned about them this very morning. Thanks for sharing this with me, Gabe.
Yeah, this has been fun.